Yes guys, what's going on? What is Dan? Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about Paul Pogba. Yeah, again, he's on international duty. And you know we always get juicy bits when players go on international duty. And he's come out with an absolute stinker, if you ask me, in my opinion. So I'll get straight into it. So he's come out and said, like I've always said, Real Madrid is a dream for anyone. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world. There is also Zidane as a coach, and it's a dream for anyone who likes football. For now, I'm at Manchester. We don't know what the future holds. I'm at Manchester and I am happy. To be honest, I don't blame him. Because at the end of the day, he is a world-class footballer and he's been at Manchester now for 3 years. This is his third year, and to be honest, he's won a Europa League and a Carling Cup or a League Cup. He hasn't come anywhere near a Premier League title. He's in the quarterfinals of the Champions League this season, but the last 2 seasons have been an absolute disaster. Last season and the season before that, he was in the Europa. Obviously, as a Manchester United fan, it's not nice to hear. It's not nice It's not nice to think about your best player leaving you. You know, when Ronaldo left in 2009, I was absolutely heartbroken. And then he goes on and wins 4 fucking Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm gutted, and it is a bit disrespectful to the club. And as a fan, I'm a little bit pissed off because it's like, mate, if you want to go Real Madrid, go. Do you know what I mean? Like, go. But don't mug us off like that. Do you know what I mean? But where do we go from here? To be honest, like he said, he's at Manchester now. He's happy. Solskjaer's coming in. I don't think he'll leave this summer because, to be honest, Real Madrid, although they might inquire, but if they do come sniffing around him now, they'll have to play upwards of 250 million, in my opinion, because, not being funny, he's just come back off winning the World Cup. He probably is the best midfielder in the world right now, bar like Modric and Kroos, probably you could argue, but they're not having the best seasons. So yeah, but I don't think he'll go this summer. The season after that, he's got he would have signed a 5-year deal with an option for another. So he would have had maybe 2 years on the clock left at the club. If he's gonna leave, the club are gonna want a big fee for him, so he'll probably go next year. And to be honest, this time next year, if Manchester United are not in the quarterfinals of the Champions League again, if we're not top of the table or challenging for a Premier League title, if we've not got a League Cup in the bag, if we're not in a semi-final of the FA Cup, I can't blame him. I really can't. And the days of these one club players being at the club for their whole careers is gone. You know, like we were absolutely spoiled with the likes of Giggsy, Scholes, Keane, although Keane obviously left and joined Celtic and whatnot. But you know what I mean, like players that are United through and through. He did come through the ranks, but yeah, do you know what? You've got to take it on the chin and just hope that for the time that we do have him left, he can pull something out of the bag and actually win us a Premier League title next year or something. But if you think about it, be honest, right? When we signed Paul Pogba, I was absolutely buzzing. You know, Jose Mourinho's first season, we signed Pogba, we signed Mkhitaryan, we signed Bailly, we signed Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I thought we were going to win the league. Honestly, I genuinely thought, you know what, Mourinho's first season, he's going to do it. He's going to win the league. And then we come 6th. So, you know, it hasn't been the worked out the best plan for anyone. But if you ask yourself the question, when he signed, has he lived up to the Paul Pogba that you thought he was going to be when we signed him? And to be honest, no. For me, he hasn't. He's been utterly inconsistent, and don't get me wrong, he's been under Jose Mourinho, and that whole fucking ridiculousness of him and Mourinho making our club look like an absolute shambles. You know, I'd say 90% of the United fan base did choose Pogba over Mourinho, and obviously Mourinho went. Ed Woodward chose Pogba over Mourinho, having sacked Mourinho. Pardon me. So, you know, it's a difficult one, but he hasn't lived up. He hasn't lived up to what I thought he was going to be. He hasn't lived up to the Paul Pogba I thought he was going to come and be, the leader, Paul Pogba. Don't get me wrong. Since Solskjaer's come in, he's probably been the best midfielder in the world. But even with Solskjaer, he's still shown them signs of inconsistency that he showed under Mourinho. For example, against Wolves, he had a nothing game, and in a game where we need our best players to step up, where the rest of the squad isn't performing, you need your best players to stand up and to be counted and to drag you through the game and win it for you, and he didn't. He wasn't there. So, you know, he's 25 or 26. His birthday was only the other day. I think he's 25. You know, he's about to enter the prime of his career. Ideally, you know, you'd want him until about 28, 29, then maybe sell him for big money. You know, you've had him for that time. But to be honest, I do think he will eventually go, especially if Madrid want him, and especially with Zidane there. So, you know, but you think, you know, we lost Ronaldo, we've lost Keane, we've lost Beckham, you know, we've lost big names at this club, and we've lived on. We've gone on and done the business still. I just hope that he can deliver us a Premier League title next season before he fucks off to Madrid. And to be honest, you can't. You know, I don't see the big hoo-ha with Madrid. Like, yeah, the lifestyle, the weather, but their fans are... Like, do you see what they've done to Gareth Bale? I see a video, he come out of the Bernabeu, booting his Bentley, calling him a useless sack of shit. Gareth Bale, who scored in 2 Champions League finals. You know, Real Madrid fans that's the reason why Ronaldo left Madrid, because he didn't feel that he was appreciated enough, and that's why he's gone to Juventus. So, you know, if Paul Pogba goes, if he shows them the same inconsistencies at Madrid, the Real Madrid fans will not be shy to tell him what they really think about him. And I tell you what, Manchester United fans, we don't get me wrong, we criticise our players when we need to, but we support them as well. And he won't get that at Madrid, that's for sure. So if he goes, he's you know, he needs to be that Paul Pogba that I thought he was going to be when he was meant to sign for us. But to be honest, it's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? He might be doing it for a bigger contract at United. I doubt it, but he might be. And to be honest, the main people that I blame for this situation is Ed Woodward and the board. Because if United were challenging for Champions Leagues every year, challenging for titles every year, we wouldn't be worrying about losing our best players. And since Fergie's left, he's had 6 years to get us to where we need to be, and he's got nowhere fucking near. Yeah? So, Ed Woodward, sort your fucking self out, sort the club out, and we might actually be able to keep our best players. But to be fair, he's got Martial on a deal, and I think we will spend some money this year, which hopefully might convince Pogba that he should spend the longevity of his career with us. Because I think with the players we've got, the nucleus that we've got, you had 4 quality players to that squad. You had a Koulibaly to that squad. You had a Sancho and a proper midfielder in Ndombele or someone like that. And we're not far off. So yeah, and I've heard obviously Madrid is sniffing around De Gea. Just fuck off, will ya? Just fuck off. Like, you're not having De Gea, all right? You've got Courtois, you've got Navas. Can you not be happy with that? Just leave him alone, yeah? Ed, sign him up, give him what he wants, and let's crack on, yeah? Anyways, listen, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Ask me any questions you want. I'll give you a shout out on the next video, and I'll answer your questions. And yeah, let's hope Pogba is with us for the next 10 years. But until then, see you later, guys, in a bit.